You'll never believe who the Prophet ﷺ described as the dogs of hellfire. These are people who the Prophet said even the Sahaba will belittle their salah compared to the way they're praying, whose Quran recitation is so perfect that the Sahaba will feel theirs is terrible in comparison, and who fast so often that the Sahaba feel like they never fast in comparison. But yet, these people are described as the dogs of hellfire. They're described as a people whose faith leaves them like a bow leaves an arrow. So how can people who have perfected their salah, their fasting, and all these other actions be such terrible people? That's because their Quran never penetrates their heart. Their salah never transforms them. And their fasting doesn't prevent them from evil. If we are fasting, praying, reading Quran, but it doesn't affect us inside, doesn't change who we are, then we're focusing entirely on the wrong thing. The prayer is there in order to transform us, to take us through the steps that we need to do to change who we are. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says pray, He says establish the prayer. That means take what you do in the salah and apply it outside in your life. In salah, you can't face any direction, but you have to face the qibla. Similarly, in your life, you can't orientate or have an objective other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have to face Him. In salah, you can't say anything that you want, but you have to only say that which Allah permits. So outside of salah, you establish the prayer by only saying that which Allah permits. In salah, you can't do what you want, you can't walk where you want, and likewise, outside of the salah, you do the same. For many of us, our focus is on getting tajweed to be perfect. It's on knowing exactly the fiqh of where to put the hands and how to pray, but so few of us focus on what's inside. This is a hadith to wake us all up. People who had perfected the outward of their actions are described as the dogs of hellfire because they never worked on the inward. Our job is to transform our insides through the prayer, the fasting, and the Quran. Take this as a reminder for myself and for you, so that you can know exactly what the objectives of each of our actions are. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.